Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty, weather 2020 video. It is Tuesday, October 29th. Hope your work week is going great so far. Hope you can find your trash cans, the entire Central Plains. Very windy over the past couple days, and the winds are going to stay strong today and then also tomorrow. We also have a pretty big severe threat moving in on Wednesday evening, so we're going to be talking about that. And then another big storm system moving in right behind it as we head into the weekend. So we're going to talk about that as well. And also the cycling weather pattern that is fascinating at this point in time. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, at least what we are going to see as we go through the next several weeks. All right, so huge shout out to my boy Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor local to Joplin, Missouri, 7th and High Street. They service Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. Number is right there on your screen. Ask for Cole, Evan, or Carlos if you have some roofing needs. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So we're watching our huge storm system. This has been such a switch. I know I've been really scared with this new pattern because it's been so dry. But I also know some of the cold fronts that we saw over the past couple weeks will produce rain or snow as we get deeper into the pattern. They just didn't do it in the version of the October part of the pattern. But we are starting to see some changes here, which is good. Look at this big storm system. Now, the bulk of the energy, upper level energy that is going to shoot across the northern plains due to this area of high pressure. So it kind of shoves that upper level energy up across the northern parts of the plains. Let's go ahead and dig in. We have a pretty good severe threat as we go into Wednesday evening. So this is a level 2 out of 5. I really think the higher severe threat is going to be kind of right down through here as we get into Wednesday evening. So that would include Wichita to Oak City, kind of on the outskirts of Tulsa, kind of on the outskirts of Coffeyville, up toward Topeka. I think that's where the greater potential for bigger severe thunderstorms and possibly a few tornadoes will be as we get into Thursday evening. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that as we go into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and break it down. First off, the winds. The winds are going to be gusting 30 upwards to 40 miles per hour once again, just like we have seen over the past couple days. So, yeah, it's going to be super windy today. Even into tomorrow, we're going to have gusts 30 to 40. And then with the cold front that moves through on Halloween, the winds switch out of the northwest, and those winds will start to die down just a bit. All right, digging into it, Tuesday afternoon, warm and windy again. Lawton 86, Bentonville 80, 83 in Columbia, 84 in Salina, Jonesboro up to 86 degrees. So well above our average high for this time of the year, which is for most of this region anywhere from about 63 to about 68 degrees. As we go through the overnight hours tonight, look at the mid and upper level clouds really increase by Wednesday morning. Those clouds will help us out a little bit for severe weather threat. We're going to have to see how much those clouds break by mid-afternoon. So let's go to it. Here's the noon hour. Mid-70s, so definitely warm enough for severe weather. Showers and thunderstorms now breaking out from Omaha, west of Des Moines, back towards Salina. Most likely not severe. I do want to watch what happens here in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, because our front is way back here where this line of thunderstorms really is. But if one or two discrete supercells could try to get going ahead of that line, those would have a tornado potential. However, on the other end, we're going to have a lot of clouds. So the instability may not be super high. Let's go to 2 p.m. All right, so let's see what's going on. Thunderstorms from Rouleau, Nebraska, Falls City, back through central parts of Kansas, Salina, moving into Manhattan, west of Wichita, all the way back through western Oklahoma. These at this point in time, by 2 p.m., will most likely start to go severe. Now, we'll see if anything can develop ahead of that line, southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Let's continue to 4 p.m. So this short-range model, and guys, again, I know because models are public, a lot of people like to look at them. You have to know where the model is wrong to know when the model is going to be right. So you can't take this and say, oh, this is what's going to happen. This is just an idea, and I guarantee the idea is wrong. That's why I'm kind of talking through what I think could or could not happen. All right, so see how the clouds are starting to break a little bit southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma. This may support one or two supercells kind of out towards Sedan, Coffeyville, down toward Tulsa. If one of those could go, we could get a discrete supercell, which would have a higher chance to produce tornadoes. Also at this point in time, so we're looking at 4 p.m., with the line of thunderstorms along the I-35 corridor, Wichita back through west central Oklahoma, some of these guys, because they're going to develop as discrete supercells, could produce a tornado or two. But remember where I put that circle, that's where that greater threat is going to be. All right, let's move to 6:30 p.m. All right, so you can see this one discrete supercell. So if we can get one or two that pop up ahead of it, we need to keep our eyes on that. So that's 6:30. Also, I want you to notice at 6:30, what happens this time of the year? The sun sets. Instability will start to drop after this point in time. I think by 6:30, we switch mainly to a wind threat. Doesn't mean that there couldn't be a tornado or two, but mainly a wind threat. So now we are looking from Des Moines, Kurtzville, Missouri, or not Kurtzville, I'm sorry, Cameron, Missouri, back through the Kansas City Metro, Lawrence, Kansas, all the way through Emporia, southeastern Kansas, and then a little bit more broken once you get into north central parts of Oklahoma. Let's continue through the evening. This whole line starts to really press east. Again, by this time, we are mainly looking at just a wind threat. North central parts of Missouri, moving into central Missouri, Columbia, Sedalia, Nevada, Pittsburgh, Kansas, Coffeyville, Kansas, Tulsa, all the way through Oklahoma City. Again, by this point in time, mainly a wind threat. Let's continue through the evening. Now these storms are starting to weaken. Still maybe a few severe, heavy amounts of rain. So now we're looking from Kurtzville, Columbia, Lake of the Ozarks, Springfield, Branson, getting into Rogers, Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Arkansas, all the way down through eastern Oklahoma. At this point in time, I don't expect much in the way of severe weather. These are going to be heavy rainmakers. Now, we can still see a random severe thunderstorm or two, but this is mainly a good line of storms. Here's 4 a.m. on Thursday, St. Louis, West Plains, moving into Little Rock, getting into Texarkana at this time. And then as we go through Thursday morning, the line continues to break, push east, and get out of here. Let's go to Thursday afternoon. Look at these temps. Topeka 59, 64, Coffeyville 73 in Fort Smith, 64 in Springfield. Now I want to move to trick or treating time. Yeah, it's going to be chilly, but not bad. So 55 Salina, 60 Oak City, Lawton 66, Bentonville 59, 59 in West Plains. So all in all, looking pretty good. Here's one thing I do like that I'm seeing with this pattern so far. And remember, the cycling weather pattern is here to stay for the next 12 months. Once we get to next August, we'll have a slow transition into the new pattern. And even right now, it's the new pattern, but there's still some influences of the old. That's why I'm not overly concerned about the dry weather that we've had over the past 2 months. What I do like to see here is these systems reloading. Now, when I look and see where are the upper level lows tracking, they're not the best track for us to get big winter storms. Or let me take that back. For us to get big snowstorms during the winter, we'd have to see some tracking south. But what the way this is kind of producing is it shows more of ice situations for most of Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Missouri as we get into the winter months. Due to, we have one system that passes by, drops that cold air in, another system reloads with that cold air in place. And that's what could give us ice setups. All right, so this is a system I really want to watch as it repeats, most likely right around the new year, early January. But you can see this storm pushing through, showers, thunderstorms. So here's Saturday evening, showers and thunderstorms, most likely not severe, a little bit cooler. Periods of rain continue into Sunday. Sunday afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Here comes the main upper level wave on Monday, kicks out more thunderstorms. Now here's 11:30 p.m. What's going on just short or prior to this? Monday Night Football at Arrowhead Stadium. Right now looks to be very wet. And then this whole storm system pushes out of the region. All right, potential rainfall over the next 6 days. Obviously, this is going to shift north and south. It just gives you an idea. But some areas are going to pick up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches of rain, which this will do really put a huge drought, a huge dent in the drought that we have really experienced over the past 2 or 3 months. All right, guys, I'm going to keep you guys updated. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow. Any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. We'll be chatting soon.